situation when there is so much evil, God will still be reaching out and waiting for you. I believe that you are here tonight because God wants you to hear the gospel of His love. Christ died on the cross for you. All of your sin. He's asked you to receive Him as your Savior. That's the message of the gospel. He took the test for all of us, didn't he? He took the test for all of us. And all he asks you to do, my friend, tonight is to accept what he did on the cross as your only hope of heaven and ask Jesus Christ to forgive you. And he will do it. He's never, ever turned anyone away in all of history. And you are going to be first. No matter what you've done or how far you may feel you are away from God tonight, I'm here to tell you that God loves you and that Christ died for you. And if you will open your heart to receive him, he will come and set up his throne and the throne of your heart and give you guidance and direction for the rest of your life. The most important decision you will ever make is to make Jesus Christ your Savior and Lord.
And now, with one last word for today's program, here is Dr. Jeremiah.
America has witnessed some powerful evangelists throughout the years.
Computer, pause the Roku.
D.L. Moody, Billy,
Wasn't even paying attention to that. but focused. Hold on. Do it again. You all must see my point. Everyone must see. Come on. Look at the point. That's about as good as I'm gonna get. Now that's a point. That just breaks immediately. That's my problem a lot of the time. That's why I love mechanical pencils. Hands down, if I have access to one, man, I'm not drawing something that needs like super heavy-handed sketching. Always mechanical pencils. I am so bad about resharpening my pencil, and if I don't, it will drastically alter whatever I'm drawing. Reminds me when I used to tattoo and like trying to do like a 5-round line with like a 7-round shader. It just looks bad. I wish I had the patience to sit and use ballpoint pen like I used to ink all my drawings. Like back in that chapter, those, like, by far, those were the most detailed my drawings will ever get. If you check me out on like probably my DeviantArt from like 2012 to like really just like 2011, 2012. I put so much effort into all of my line contouring and everything, and it just paid off so well, but it wasn't literally paying off because I was just living with some stoners. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just mean, it wasn't, it was just a hobby, but definitely put my heart and soul into it, hoping to someday make money with it, and I do from time to time, but I definitely hit a point though where I realized I'm not, like, it's great to be a great artist. And I'm not trying to boast myself, but I honestly wish I could go back and like respec some of my artistic talent points into a different skill tree, so to speak, because it really, like, there's very few things in the world you can just be good at and that's all you have to do. Like, I'm not just talking about like life, I'm talking about like every job and everything. Like, you gotta be very well rounded for the most part, but like, even if you're the best in the world at what you do, you have a team and you have like people around, you still have to get like found, or someone has to care, because you can be the, like, that's one thing that's kind of bittersweet. I've never been turned down an opportunity to do a drawing if someone wants me to, and I've never not blown it out of the park, but I also shut those situations down if I'm feeling nervous because I'm socially awkward. I just thought, oh, I'll just be a good artist, just draw well, and the world won't take you from there. You still have to do it, and you have to market yourself. You have to push and advertise, and I mean, I like a lot of that stuff. I do like the marketing, but it is, for me anyway, I found it's hard to do both. These days anyway. It was a lot easier when it was just a couple social media sites and like just putting your drawings up, but ever since It's like everything needs to be a reel or a short or some kind of visual. Everything has to have like 3 kinds of stimulation from 3 different senses on everything, so just drawings don't cut it anymore. And I mean, I like making videos and editing stuff, but it just takes so much time away from, like, and I don't mean like the time of doing it, I mean just for someone like me that I'm a very, like, I'm good at something if I commit to it for a while, but I'm very bad at things when I first start doing them. So it's like, yeah, it's hard to like get into all these new things. Like this is my first time streaming on TikTok in the last 24 hours, and it seems to be going pretty well. But I mean, streaming on TikTok in the last 24 hours, and it seems to be going pretty well. But I mean, I personally wouldn't want to sit there and watch somebody draw, but I mean, to each their own. I'm glad people do and have an interest in that, and I've seen other people, you know, be able to do streams of themselves drawing and whatnot. I just get too like bogged down by what's the best way to do it. Like I spent the last few months just like playing around with like different video editing software, like different, like CapCut versus OBS versus Canva versus like the TikTok studio now, and like I honestly don't know the difference. Like I was trying to test out different upload qualities. I don't know, like I don't know what's a good, I know if it looks good, but like I don't know like what's a high, like what's too high of a megabyte bitrate for a video versus like that kind of stuff. Like when I'm adjusting the video, like I don't know how to make the compromise on like, should I make the file size bigger or should I make the video nicer, and like that type of thing, like where there's a gray area. Like I don't know, I have no one to ask on those things other than like just when they come up specifically, but I'm very, very slow at learning this. I'm trying though. I know I would definitely benefit from getting together with other people that do this, but it's been a long time since I've been around anybody else who draws. Not since I was in Ohio. 2020. Now I'm out by Chicago. I don't know nobody that draws. Nobody does anything. I mean, I'm sure they do in Chicago, but butt-fuck suburbs outside of it, it's nice, but nobody does anything other than be white and boring and old. You can be all 3 of those things as long as you're not also mean. Mean is the one. Not everyone, but since I've been in this area versus Ohio, and grant you, like I lived in a small suburb in Ohio too. Like I lived in Cuyahoga Falls, but about the same distance from Akron. Well, it was about the same distance as Cleveland is here is to Chicago. So like when I say I'm living in Chicago, I'm not actually living in Chicago. I'm living in a suburb like 40 minutes outside of it, but nobody knows where that is. But honestly, like, yeah, I feel like that's a big part of well, I've been here for 5 years and I've never met anybody with anything in common with me. my theory, see, because I grew up in Ohio for 30 years. My theory is, and don't take offense, Ohioans, I love you. I'm one of the only people that actually lived there and said I like it here and I don't want to leave. Everybody else bitched about being there. Which, by the way, since I've been gone to Ohio, I mean, I don't think it is anymore, but what was it in like 2023 where Ohio was such a huge meme for like the word is like worse than hell is like Ohio, like when the whole like all those phantom tax and skibbity toilet, like I remember Ohio became like out of nowhere, it just became this meme where it's like the shittiest place. And I'm like, it was funny when we said it, but you can't say that yet. I had some actual offense there. It was funny for the memes, but then it got old real quick because I've always had the defense of Ohio of it's just like the most middle. I mean, not politically or like geographically, but like it's just, I don't know, like when I try to think of like the states that are all extreme in one way or another, and like, yeah, I mean, yeah, even politically, but yeah, geographically, climate, type of, you know, society, I think Ohio is just a very middle, like it has big cities, it has lots of country, but anyway, back to my theory. I think in Ohio we just have so little to do that we develop more interesting personalities. I'm sorry. And I don't mean that I'm not saying you can't, but I've just kind of noticed a pattern since I've been in this area of like people just kind of clicking into their place more of like just, I'm this and I do this and we do this and it's cool. But yeah, like nobody throws a pie. You know what I mean? Like nobody. I've never seen anybody like make a joke like ever. I've never heard or seen anybody make a joke in person. People laugh at stuff, but like, I mean, I know it's different senses of humor, but it's just like I don't know. That's my theory as to why I just generally get along with a random stranger in Ohio than basically anybody I've met here. And I think that's something to think about, is maybe if you live in an area with less to do and like less to, you know, if it's an area where if you're gonna stay, you gotta find something to do with yourself, and it's either you're stupid and trash or you make the most of it and you live a little, laugh a little. And don't get me wrong, there's plenty of trash. Those are the people that aren't self-aware. I think that's a very big distinguishment between the vast majority of people is just being self-aware. That really can open up so many doors for you. Being self-aware and putting yourself into other people's perspective. Genuinely doing that too, not just saying, oh, well, yeah, just like my 5th grade teacher told me, I'm thinking about it, I feel bad. No, you gotta actually empathize, not just sympathize. I think anyone would agree with that, yes? I don't know, I've always just been someone that I wear my emotions and my thoughts and my feelings on my sleeve. Well, not necessarily my thoughts, but I am how I feel and I act how I feel, and I admire people that can, you know, maintain composure, but not to the point where you're fake. with people. But yeah, I've just never been able to. It's a completely different world. People that can't, like, you know, let their emotions be felt and stuff. Like people that can't, like, I don't know. It's I don't disrespect it, but it's just a different world. It's a completely different world that I don't know what that's like. Like, I don't. It's the same thing as I don't know what it's like to be attracted to a man. I don't know what it's like to be an African American. I don't know what it's like to do that thing I just said that was getting into some weird territory, so we're gonna change topics now. When you start hypothetically thinking of yourself as an African American, you change topics before you think twice. Name one thing that ever came good from that. Now, hey, at the same time, I know you can't just be a total snowflake. I learned from my therapist, basically, people who act like a doormat, it's not like, oh, it's your fault you're doing it to yourself. I mean, it kind of is, but it's not like not in a harsh, you know, like what's the word I'm thinking of, like in a degrading way. It's like in a, you're better than that type of thing, you know. But it's more that you try to think of it like this, though. Like, everybody knows a time. You don't have to admit it, but everybody knows a time that there was someone in your life that you generally had the needle pointing down for. Like, if you're to flip a completely neutral coins, probably gonna land on tails. Meaning, it's just somebody that you typically will side to shit on rather than to, you know, like, it's the whipping boy, the punching bag. It doesn't even have to be harsh. You might not even notice it, but there's generally like a hierarchy and a totem of like individual things like that you think of, like, oh, this person like never does this, or this person always gets away with this. So like, when somebody does something that if anyone else did it, it wouldn't be, you know, uncalled for, rude, or anything. But then if they do it, it's not it's just because they never do that. That got really complicated. But basically, like, people fall into their holes that they dig for themselves. So if you act like a doormat, people will treat you like a doormat, and regardless of if it's right or wrong, they will. It's just a matter of fact, because everybody in the back of their mind, not everybody, I think most people that do that, 9 times out of 10, it's not really that they feel like they deserve it as much as they want to see how far somebody will go. They want to believe that somebody will stop, and, you know, they want to see that consciousness kick in. And when they don't, like that's the whole, like, that just kind of puts another perspective, like, oh, I have now, so much less respect for this person that just completely disregarded, like, our equality there. But you have to look at it from them, though, in what I just described. Like, it wasn't right, but you had a point in your life where, like, you're like, ah, fuck, really? Amy won? Ah, God, she doesn't ever win. Why did she win? It's like something like that never happened, and somebody suddenly does it. But if anyone else did it, it would be fine. It's just because they didn't. Okay, that, like I said, it's something I had to learn from therapy. That's something that you can do to yourself. So don't always act like a victim if you're just walking around acting like a punching bag, because people will treat you that way, and it's not your fault, but it's not their fault. It's just, it is what it is. And the goal is to not be treated like that, or to be around people that don't want to. And the people in your life that haven't treated you like that so far never are going to. They're not going to see you like that. That's the time to walk out of somebody's life. If they can't give you the benefit of the doubt of forgiving you, with even like time, or regardless of whatever it is. But if someone just is an important part of your life, and they just generally have this negative effect on you, or it's just bringing you a negativity in your life that you're letting it get to you, you need to find a way to either convey to them how it's making you feel, if they're the type of person that will sit and listen and take it seriously. If they won't, then you have two choices. You can find a way on the inside to try to convince yourself to be okay with it. Not like a just let it go type of thing, but it is kind of a pick your battles. I learned, like, with my grandpa type of thing, later on when he was getting up there, like, after a certain point of living with him for so long and, like, making the exact same arguments, exact same points, and going around in circles, a lot of the things hurt. A lot of the things that you want from somebody, like admiration, respect, understanding, benefit of the doubt, parents, you gotta, if somebody is set in their ways and you care enough about them, you need to just let it go. As long as it's something that's, like, he feels a certain way about something, like like bankers. He thought bankers are evil. Anybody that has anything to do with banking or credit is evil, and it's just, he doesn't believe in evil, so I don't know what he means it's wrong, but, like, he's generalizing. Like, that's a lot of people that, like, like, I used to just so blindly, like, believe him and repeat what he says. I was working at Circle K one time, and I told this sweet customer that always came in and play lottery with me, this old lady, I said that sentence to her, that the bankers or people are evil, and she's like, oh, I used to be a banker. Sweetie, don't say that. People gotta make a living. And it was like the first time it ever dawned on me that, hey, maybe that's not right. But after a certain point, though, you, like I said, like, you can either find it on the inside to let it go in your own way and move on to keep the peace and the relationship you have, or realize that it's something you need to sever and get away from. If it's something that's going to impact you negatively and keep you from living, an enjoyable life, then you can either try step one again, where you try to, if it's someone you really want to save, a relationship with or whatever it is, then obviously, but you do got to reach that point, though, where you've done enough, you tried enough, you are only hurting yourself, and you're at this point letting them hurt you further. And a lot of that just comes down to people not putting themselves in other people's perspective, and not being able to have the time or the patience or the capacity to have the understanding that somebody might need, or that a situation might need, to be able to make sure it ends peacefully. So especially I'm the worst person to argue with, because I won't argue. I don't get mad. I'm gonna, unless you're gonna come to the argument actually being legit, it's gonna, you're gonna get pissed, because I'm no nonsense. And if you fucking one little fucking bullshit lie, sorry, now it's gonna get demonetized. I can't. I will walk away as soon as any fucking little stupid games start getting played in an argument, anything that is nonsensical. I mean, I understand if tensions get high and things get loud or assertive, but as soon as there's just so many things where it's people just wanting to feed into their own ego, or just get satisfaction for a situation. And as soon as I start sensing that it's some word game like that, I just walk away. How can you not? How can you just repeat, if you know what's coming? Because at that point the argument is complete. There's no point to it. It's just to have the fight. It's just to argue. And I'm not gonna let myself get stressed out like that. If I know that regardless of the X day it is, there's going to be an argument in X amount of hours, because there's going to be a reason, then that there never was a reason. The reason is just to do it. That's the worst, especially if it's involving other people. If you're in a house, kids, or even others, that's the worst, because it means things could have been fine, and now they're not for everybody because you wanted to have an issue. There's no argument in that. That's just as an example. If somebody's just pissed because something that can't be resolved, can't be talked through, can't be walked away from, then you're just being a dick. And at least at that point, just be honest. Be okay, look, I'm being shitty to you because you hurt my feelings, because you disregarded, my person, because I feel very, offended by something. We could always talk it out. Nothing pisses off somebody more, though. That's the thing. Yes, there was a point where I wanted to win the argument. Of course there was a point. But that's not... I don't want the stress. I don't... arguments are stressful. I like debates. I like things where it's an opinion-based thing. But I sounded like my grandpa. An argument should only happen if there's a possibility to resolve it. That's what I mean. Or, basically, if it's, now you're if you did something wrong, and that's not an argument, that's just a punishment. But, I mean, I understand that. That's different. But that also requires no... I mean, if that's what it is, then that requires no input on me, other than if I'm asking questions. But that's, you can't force someone to have an argument if you're mad about something that you could care less about. Yeah, basically, if you if you start an argument with me, you need to be able to accept that it will more, like, if you know yourself, you need to be able to accept that it could potentially end in just me walking away if it doesn't stop. If there can be a resolution, sure. If we're working towards one, sure. If we're repeating the same thing 5 hours later in a different room, then no. I mean, I guess the only explanation is maybe some people are really worth it. Maybe some people are really worth going through that much toxicity. That's hell of a life. I mean, more power to you, whatever works. I've never met anybody that was that, like had that much negativity, but also just, no, that just sounds like a nightmare, but I mean, hey. Everybody's different. Don't ever let anybody convince you that everybody's the same. That's also one of my biggest fucking things. I'm very much proof that everybody is different. I don't trust a person who holds a pencil like that. Hey! You should. This is how I hold a pencil. I'm proud of how I hold a pencil. Very proud. I'm sure that will come up a lot during trying to do live streams. Hold on, because it comes up pretty much every time I film myself drawing. 1 second. But yes, I hold my pencil incredibly weird, and obviously teachers hated it. They tried to get me to stop. I tried it the regular way. It just never was as comfortable to me. Like, I can draw like that, I guess. I mean, it's not gonna come out as well, but I mean, I could. It's more like writing I could do like that. But drawing, I've always done it this way, and I even had, like, I remember I had to. My teachers would hate me basically because the kids. I've been a good artist ever since I was in elementary school. That's just always been my thing. So all the kids that would see me drawing would think I was drawing well because I was holding my pencil like that. So then they'd start doing that, and then the kids' parents would get mad at why all our kids do, and then so they would literally start being like, "Mason, could you please hold it differently?" Like, I can tell them that's not why I'm drawing well. Here's the difference. Watch this. Everyone else develops drawing with using all everything goes into this is how you do it. I'm guessing. For whatever reason, this has been more comfortable, where I use the entire length of all my fingers, and my pinky does most of the work, but then I have them all flat and even to just balance out everything evenly. Like, this is so much more like your hand is. That's not I don't know. That's if you want to move your wrist a lot more, but doing this, I barely have to move my wrist. I can pretty much keep my hand planted right here and then draw an entire thing where normally, I mean, I guess normally you're doing that and you're just flexing your middle finger more. It's just a matter of which fingers you're going. But basically, yeah, it's just a unique way I hold it. It's always been more comfortable, and I do it, and oh well. I like it. I don't encourage it. Everybody can do their own thing. You want me to draw like a person with self-respect? Here we go. Nope, that's not why I draw well. You want to know why I draw well? Self-isolation. Get rid of all your friends, all your fun things. Don't smoke weed until you're 22. Be a social outcast. And whatever else you feel like doing, replace it with drawing. That's what I did. Look at me now. I'm not really much of a man. Oh, cool, throwing watch. Peter, and I must emphasize this is not a throwing watch. Oh, I hear you, Quagmire. It didn't come back like you said it would. I'm the trash man. That's why I eat all the trash. I'm the trash man. Look at me when you're talking to me. Man, I haven't watched Sunny in like... Honestly, that was probably the last season I watched, which was like 2013. Is it still any good? Check it out if it's still any good. If it's not, I'd rather preserve the memory. Well, thanks to all of you for being my therapist tonight. You've definitely saved me some money. I can tell that old crone to suck a bag of eggs. Figuratively, of course. We're not making turd-shaped clouds. We're better than that. That's why clouds are flat on the bottom. I guess, I don't know. That looks right. It's too busy if I do a big one in the middle. Ooh, I like that. Yes, a large chunk of this session is going to be drawing the sign for the session. Yes, deal with it. If you want to make suggestions, let me know now. This is going to be our forever sign. For the AM anyway. Think it's looking pretty strong so far. thing I did that prove I'm not a robot tester, I would have got kicked off my live stream. There we go. And I need a better setup here. I'm working with what I got. Could be worse. Let's go. Nah, I can go back over. Oh my god, guys, I was just about to try to grab my piece of paper and shrink it like a phone screen. That's happening. I was waiting for the day. I've never done that before. Did it, chat. We've reached the end of infinity. That's what this means. Do you know what this means? Okay, hold up. Share. Let's share it too. question. Actually, here's another question. Oh my head, viewers. So sorry, Anthony Alvarez. Please forgive me. Now don't worry, I came back just for you. Now you get to pick one thing to draw. Anything you want. You got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What are you good for? Thanks. It's supposed to be a team effort, buddy. Alright, so I think at that point we could probably start trying to ink it, but not looking forward to it. But I'm trying to center it. It's not working out for me. There. Come on. It's you and me, Anthony. We got this. Oh, I know it's mostly your fault, but I won't tell anyone. We'll share the blame. There we are. Now it's gonna be time here in a minute. Try to ink it. I gotta find a good pen. Yes, there's still music, it's just taking forever. That could work, but kind of rather use something, I don't know, a little more substantial, but I guess this will have to work for now. Yeah, it's a very glidey pen. I love this pen. There's a big no-no going right to left if you're right-handed. That's how I smudge stuff. My goal is to finish this sign before it is no longer relevant, if that makes sense. I want to finish my early morning Doodle-Sesh before it is no longer early morning. The sign part. That'll probably be this whole first one, and we'll see how things go. Just making the sign. Digging it so far. Hope you guys like it. I don't draw for myself. If that were the case, I'd just sit and think and pretend I drew something. I can picture it just as well. I only ever draw things out of my head unless it's details about a character that I don't remember, like an outfit or something like that. Well, I tell you, drawing all the Pokemon the first 151 Kanto, that is definitely a really good artist test of just trying to draw different things and forms and whatnot. Oh, I love just drawing random Pokemon. It's so much fun. Like, it's just whatever you're feeling. It's like, I feel like something hard. Let's do freaking Rhydon. I feel like something easy. Let's just do Diglett today. Feeling ambitious? Dow's Drive Gensect. If you can't tell by my style, I'm very heavily emosed when I draw. I'm very heavily draw based on intense emotion. I know emosed isn't a word. Like, everything is either like really wacky, really aggressive, really like just very pow type of style. Subtlety is just not something I excel at in an artistic way, like bold and brash belongs in the trash. No one would buy them, so I had to eat them. I'm gonna have to resort to that here pretty soon myself. I got a whole milk crate full of paintings I don't know what to do with. I'd like to sell them. They're for sale. I just I don't push it if I know that it's gonna end up being an ordeal to try to figure out how to ship it. Every time it has been some sort of an issue and surprisingly expensive. A lot of my pieces are very heavy because they're made out of, some of them are made out of freaking, I got this one that's made out of like walnut or something. I swear to God, this thing weighs like 80 pounds. That thing would be like hundreds of dollars to ship. Yeah, that's been kind of a bummer, and like realizing how much things cost to ship. Like I had a letter, or like a manila envelope sized flat canvas. It wasn't very tall. It was only like or half a millimeter tall, but it weighed like something ounces, whatever. It cost $10 to ship. I was like, Jesus Christ, that's ridiculous. Like, to me, if it can fit in a freaking letter envelope, it shouldn't, like, I know weight, okay, whatever, but it shouldn't cost, like, that's ridiculous. So yeah, it looks like I'm gonna actually have to factor shipping in with that, and it just turns into a whole, like, eBay's really the only outlet I know how to work with. The other ones like Facebook Marketplace and stuff, but that's confusing to me, and having to make several posts about it. Ugh. Not to mention my acrylics do not sell for a lot comparatively to what I get paid for to do graphic design. It's not even close. Like, the amount of work that goes into an acrylic painting for me compared to the amount of work that goes into a graphic piece, like a digital piece. I mean, I'm doing a lot more steps with the graphic one, but the point is it's not something that for me, it's the finalization in terms of like I've heard a lot of artists have this issue, like, of just finishing something. You get to like 99% and you're like, I don't know why I can't just do that last little part. For me, it's because I'm afraid I'm gonna fuck it up, or I'm afraid, like, just that last little part, I'm gonna just like I'm gonna either not maybe irreversibly fuck it up, but just like, it's always like the highlights or the shadow or like the background edge, and it's always just like, it's the easiest last touch, but for some reason I just can't bring myself to finish it. Physical pieces, it's like that for, because you could fuck it up. Digital, everything has a back button, everything has a copy, everything, there's no mistakes you could possibly not be able to undo. So way more bold with just getting it finished with digital, because you can also have several copies of it, like, just you'd be like, oh, maybe red didn't look good, let's see how it looks purple, let's see how it looks green, oh, I liked it purple, I'm glad that I saw it 3 or 4 different times. You get what you get with traditional, or you do it over again. And I just don't like, I like near the end of like whatever project I'm working on, I always do the fatigue will get me on those last little bits of detail. The outline of everything just wears me out so much. That's why I take a long break sometimes in between actually like drawing something, outlining it, and then coloring it, especially if it's well, honestly, if it's a painting, then I will do them all at the same time to keep myself from doing it step by step. But if it's a digital piece, usually all the traditional, all the drawing, sketching, inking, that'll all get done at the same time, and then I'll set it off to the side where I can take a nice picture of it, and then use my vector tool and my mouse to slowly but surely trace the lines. You sculpt them, contour everything, and then it looks like a goddamn comic book or coloring book. But is it worth it? No, that's to each their own. To me, it's worth the result if I was doing something that I wasn't drawing so many things. That's kind of my ultimate goal, is to be like a merchandise designer, or like just somebody that like draws like characters, but not to have like a video game or but just like things like, I don't know, I mean Hello Kitty's a big one, but that's like, that has so many things. I'm thinking of something that just like is strictly like you see it on t-shirts or something, or you see it on or whatever. I guess like Ed Hardy is a good example, but that's just, you can tell his style. I want it to be like specifically like that for me, but like it's more like parody caricature and stuff that I draw, like but yeah, I love the idea of just like coming up with like just putting a shit ton of work, like an album designer or something like that. That's like, logos are cool, but I don't know, like they're very you're never gonna get, I mean, obviously it's the same thing as a tattoo. You're not gonna get away with a tattoo without having a conversation with the person. You're never gonna get away with a logo without like some revisions. And I don't mind doing revisions, but it is nice sometimes just to be able to draw a picture from start to finish and then just have somebody go, yes, love it, thank you. You'll get those sometimes, and you can't judge people who aren't like that. I mean, I wouldn't be like that. I've had people that will literally like just like draw me anything you want. And when I was a tattoo artist, and I would draw like, what was the one of like, I'm not gonna name any specific ones, but I'm like, it's a good drawing, but it's not a good tattoo. But they don't know. I mean, they don't care, and I don't know. So yeah, warning as a artist, if you ever cross the line into tattooing, a lot of things will what's the word I'm looking for, a lot of things will line up properly, and I can't think of the word I'm looking for. A lot of things will be relatable, but a lot of things will be completely foreign. And that's my least favorite thing about it, obviously, is just that the permanence is very anxiety inducing. There's no half-assing. There's no, I mean, you can, but that's like, I wouldn't be able to do that as an artist, knowing that was permanent and they were out there for the rest of their lives shit-mouthing my art just because I was too lazy to do it well. That's why I do everything as good as I can. Or like, if it's a request, that's kind of what I'm talking about. You can kind of just, like, put your own little bits of lazy into projects of like, oh, I'm not that good at drawing hands, so I'll put them in his pocket. It looks, it's a cool pose anyway, so you can work around stuff. Your own limitations, your strengths and weaknesses, and it's just it is very freeing to be able to just from start to finish do something completely without input, and then just have someone go, yes, love it. Again, you can't blame anyone for having preference, especially if they're running businesses and stuff, but like, yeah, tattoo though, you'll get a lot of people that are just like, that do just like your drawings and will get whatever you want to put on them, but you gotta be responsible as a tattoo artist, not an artist, what looks good as a tattoo. Very different worlds. That was probably my first culture shock going into tattooing, is not everything that looks good as a drawing looks good as a tattoo. That's like probably 101. That's on the first spreadsheet of things to learn. I know a big thing about it is placement, like just with the natural like anatomy of your body. You're supposed to have certain tattoos facing a certain way. Like, I think like chest tattoos on your pecs are supposed to be facing outward if they're going towards your armpits or something. It could be the opposite, but I think that's the case. And then I think everything's like when your arms are down at your sides, things are supposed to be upright. I didn't I didn't learn any of that for a long time into tattooing, and I mean, at the end of the day, the tattoo placement is up to wherever the client wants it, but you still want to be able to give them like good advice as what like customarily looks good as a tattoo in different styles and whatnot, because there are people that are gonna care. Maybe they don't, but they might care in the future, especially if there's someone that are just getting their first few tattoos. I mean, I've seen way more often than not, the first thing that I was told is that people get addicted to it. And some people just, like, your first few tattoos, they're like, I want, my grandma's name, I want my son's birthday, and then, like, your 15th tattoo is like, I want my order from Taco Bell yesterday tattooed on my shin. Like, a lot of people just get to the point that they just want the ink. They just want placement because you can't. They're like, I just want it filled in. And those are the most fun people. They're very agreeable. They're just like, all right, yeah, that would look cool. Awesome. And I don't know, I feel like that's the same feeling I get like anytime, because I have drawn up merchandise before, and a few of them sell on my Redbubble. I just get like a few bucks on the dollar, or a few cents on the dollar for what they sell. But for the last few years, I made a bill cipher that somehow never got copyright stricken down off of there. I don't know. I can't imagine Disney would be cool with that. That's Disney. But, I mean, even if they're not making Gravity Falls stuff anymore, it's Disney. There's no way they're cool with that. But it's been there. I've sold them for 4 or 5 years. It was probably 100 or so. But even more than that is, one day I just traced the head of King Katamari from when he talks to you in Katamari Damacy, and I just traced it, but I did it as a vector template, and it's literally the most sold Katamari Damacy's like guy on Redbubble and shit. Like, I've sold like 300 of those. I've seen people steal my design, which it is my design because I made sure to add something unique to it. I put little stars around them that don't exist in the actual picture. So anytime I see somebody with that, you go look up King Katamari's head, and if you see any pictures with stars around them, and it's not Masebreaker, sue them. Sue them. Take them down for me. They're trying to get us. They poisoned the water hole. Alright, here's my BRB. Wait, hold on. I'll write it on there. This will be good. Give me a second. Wait a minute, you dick. ridiculous. Hold up. I got this. Third time's a charm. What is it though? There you go. Oh, look at you two patient people. How sweet. Look at you being all patient. You little chat members. How can I enhance it? Effect stickers. How about my own stickers? Sorry guys, I'm messing around with the settings. I could mute the mic, that's alright. Interact, poll or gift vote. Draw and guess, that looks like fun. Maybe at some point. What is playbook? Okay, I'll check this all out later. Get a good look at him. Did you get a good look at him? Good. Gone. Gone forever. That is my favorite part, is erasing all the pencil once I've got ink on there. So satisfying. I like doing it a little bits at a time. I can't wait till the end. Too eager. Trying to keep this as centered as I can. It's driving me nuts. Okay. Where are we? Where is pen? Where is pen? Need to get better pen today. Better is pen. There is pen. Pen will do, I guess. I appreciate everyone who's popped in to share a moment of their morning with us. Won't get offended if you just dip in and out. Just appreciate coming to check me out for a minute. See what I'm up to. Big preach on that one. I like to stay on Big Preach's good side. I owe him about 40 bones. I just got a new phone. Shit. Anybody else alive in the 90s? You remember that? I just got a new phone. Shit. I have no idea what company that was. I'm pretty sure it was a phone service. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure it's not even a commercial. I think it was just like a skit somebody made on YouTube. Look it up. Look up hello fuck. It's a timeless treasure. In fact, you know what? No, we're gonna watch it right now. We're gonna watch it right now. We're gonna watch it together. Hello, fuck. You and me. The three of us. Off again on another whirlwind adventure. What was I looking up? Oh. That could basically describe any time I'm answering the door or the phone. Hello, fuck. Hello from the world of tomorrow. Pulling this up. There it is. Computer pause. This is worth it. Oh, I can't make that bigger.
Hello? 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 Fuck! 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 Hello? Fuck!
Yeah, I totally remembered this as a commercial selling something.
Hello? Fuck! Hello? Fuck! Hello? Fuck! Hello?
So this is where the Super Bowl should get their ideas to save money.
Hello? Hello? Fuck! Hello? 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 Fuck! Fuck! Hello?
Yo, check it out, dude. I got a new phone.
Yeah. Alright, well that happened. Anyway. Computer resume. Anybody else remember that? Come on. Classic. Well, I gotta turn my note. I noticed that when I checked back my feed last time, my notification noises get it figured out. This is only my second day streaming. Luckily, I got the thing I'm actually doing figured out. The drawing part, that's been figured out for decades. Now we just got to do the actual interacting with you nice people that I love so much. Oh God, I love it. Being around a bunch of people is my happy place. Well, now that those tendons are torn out of the back of my skull, I hope you're enjoying yourself. Anthony and Joanne. Give me a drawing suggestion. First come, first serve. I can't believe I've managed to keep this in frame as long as I have. That was my biggest hurdle the last few times trying to do this, is just keeping the thing in one spot. I move around a lot when I draw. I usually draw like on my lap. So I'm used to moving the paper around a lot. I'm not used to just sitting in one place stationary. It's getting used to it. It's just I can't get in there as much as I want to. Normally my face would be like right here. A lot of the times I'll draw and I'll turn the canvas instead of turning my arm because it's easier. Like with circles, I can't draw a circle on this side. I can't do that. I can only do the arch like that, which makes sense. So when you draw a circle, like I don't draw it like that, I draw it like that, and then I turn the paper and I draw the other half how your hand naturally goes, usually. But I'd imagine that would be really annoying for trying to do clips and stuff. I'd like to make everything as uniform as I can. My page is already a clusterfuck already. I hail from the platform of Instagram, actually. That's where my biggest success is. But I like the idea of just live streaming while you're drawing, so it's a lot less stressful than trying to figure out both. Like, do I get a drawing finished? Do I try to make a reel? Like, this is very therapeutic. and I'm getting something done. I'm enjoying myself. So thank you guys for making this possible and joining me. Your silence says it all. All I know is that number right there of people currently in my lobby says 2. And that's 2 people that mean more to me than anyone else in this room. Way to go, guys. You tell everyone who comes in here that you were the real ones. Them's just posing. Probably would like to break in it at some point. So let's see, where are we at now? 7:40. I've been going since about 6, I think, on this. So I think we'll probably take a break around 8 and try to pick it back up there shortly after. I won't work on it off stream, don't worry, this will be our little stream project. I may stream on a different service while I'm working now, I'm joking. I do gotta figure that out though. I only know how to stream on one thing at a time, and it's on my phone, because other than that it's my work laptop, and that thing is for work and projects. It absolutely is not going to stream anything. I've tried to, and it is the laggiest thing on earth. So my phone actually is pretty good. Pretty good hardware, so I'm relying on this to be my video camera. But most of my work actually is on the computer. I wish I could stream from my computer properly. I wish it wasn't all laggy. Maybe that's something I'll try to figure out. Could be something I'm just doing wrong, but something tells me I'm not incredibly tech savvy, but I'm pretty sure live streaming from something that's connected wirelessly to the internet like a laptop is probably not gonna have the best results. I'm assuming. Plus my laptop is not, I mean it's an efficient laptop, but it is specifically, like I got it specifically for working. Like I didn't get something that has crazy specs or anything. It was like a $400 laptop, I think. Actually, at first I accidentally got a Chromebook because I didn't know what that was. I thought it was still a laptop, but just a Google version of it. Oh, I've literally never bought something like expensive like that and returned it, because I've never made a mistake like that. I've never bought something that I was like, oh wow, this is... Not a fan. I mean, it would have been cool if I also had a laptop. It's basically just a laptop-shaped phone tablet thing, but not as powerful as a tablet. or like as an iPad. It's just like a very shitty laptop. I liked the layout and stuff. Like I could have seen it being good specifically for like portfolios or business stuff maybe, but yeah, I mean basically it wouldn't have worked because I needed to download or install my art program, Macromedia, and that didn't allow for installation of programs, so that sucked. Now my laptop, I actually specifically got one that has a touch screen because I thought, oh, I can use the touch screen, I can use it in my program, and I can get a stylus, and then that pretty much is just like having a drawing tablet. It would be if I knew how to do that. I don't know how to get the touch screen to work properly in specific programs. So like I'll open Macromedia and the touch screen, I go to touch it, half the time it'll make a mark with the pen, but the other half of the time it'll just like grab the scroll bar and like slide it around, like slide the page around with the scroll bar. There is no, like, I don't know how to do, not do one and do the other. Like I could look into it, but honestly, if I could figure that out and how to get it so I could actually draw on the screen, oh, game changer. But I wouldn't even begin to know like how to figure that out because it's such an outdated program. And I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I don't know anything about this laptop either. Like, I don't know. Yeah, because nothing with Macromedia would have been compatible with touchscreen stuff back then. So who would? I don't know. If I look into that and figure it out, that is lucky. But I might, because it's so close. It's just like if I could just figure out how to make it so the screen just stays locked, and it just assigns the touch screen to be the mouse pointer, literally, and then it would be where I'm putting it, and I could just draw with, you know, a stylus on the computer and skip an entire step. Like, this wouldn't be done on paper. This would just skip this step entirely, the inking, the sketching, everything, and then it would just go right to sketching it straight on the computer. And it would cut out all the time that I need to spend vectoring everything when I'm done too, because I'm definitely skilled enough to draw these straight lines. You can see them on here, but trying to do that on the computer means using a vector tool, which is basically taking straight lines and then bending them into the desired shape that you want. And it does by far make the most efficient, perfectly pixelated lines. You're not going to get a more perfect line or curve or bend than using vectors, but it takes so much longer than just drawing the thing if you have the skill to just draw it, which I do. Like, the specific way that I draw, I not only gotta vector out all the outlines, I have to treat the outline as an individual fill-in. So I basically am tracing with lines the entire inside and outside of all of my outlines. Like, if I were doing this, it wouldn't just be a line. It would be a line and then another line under it, and then fill that in, and then you get rid of the skeleton lines, and then you're left with your... It takes forever, but it's what gets me the results that I need until I figure something else out. Really need to look into Adobe or something. I'm using a program that's almost 20 years out of date. But goddamn, do they come out crisp. I just gotta take the time just to learn something else. Like, I've been slowly learning these animation program or these editing programs. I need to put some of that effort into trying to learn a new drawing program at some point. That's gonna be such a big Like, I don't know when would be a good time to do that. Not in between projects. And I'm gonna need the money to make sure that I, like, even if I don't have to buy the program, I need to make sure that, I mean, really, I would just need to get an external hard drive. My fucking computer is so full of no, not you, the other one.
Here's what I found.
Aw, man. Yeah, I named my Alexa computer because it makes me feel like Invader Zim or Dexter's Lab. Alright. Alright. It's over 10 more minutes and then we'll call it a break for now. Thank you guys. Appreciate your company. It's good company. Appreciate that company. May good fortune smile upon you, verily. Let's see if we can at least get the rest of the words outlined. And that's gonna be the hard part, is like trying to get down here while the paper's standing upright on an easel is gonna be difficult for me. I have to finagle around it. But I must keep it upright and straight for viewing pleasure. The viewers. You, the viewer. Today on the Magic School Bus, Miss Frizzle's gonna teach the kids about STDs. But Miss Frizzle, we already know about STDs. Not all of them. Well, no, we're not doing it. Well, you got gonorrhea, chlamydia, and AIDS and herpes, and okay. Nobody asked for that. It's the morning. Look, you made somebody leave. Look what you did. Are you proud? Are you? Chat member, am I proud? Answer me. Chat member. Chat member. Anthony Alvarez, I see you. I see you. I see that one. Answer me. Do you read me? Over. Anthony. Anthony, are you mad at me? Did I hurt your feelings, Anthony? I'm sorry. Anthony, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Anthony. So sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry. One at a time, please. Just as long as you know that I'm sorry. Are we cool? Anthony. Anthony, are we cool? Anthony. I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight until you tell me if we're cool. Anthony, don't do this. Antony, come on. You're better than this. Come on. Come on. You don't want this. You don't want to do this. You don't want to be that guy. You know why? Because you're not that guy. You never were. And no matter what they say, or how hard they try to pull you down, don't ever let them tell you for a second there was a chance you ever could have been that guy. Because you know something? You want to know what's really sad about all of it? I'm that guy! I'm that guy! Gong gong! Dick Wolf. Turns out he was that guy. But then who's that guy? Oh, that guy, that's Chet. Chet what? Go to your room. Wait, what? Go to your room. What? Why did? I'm not even gonna tell you what you did. Just go to your room. I just want to go out of your fucking room. Jeez. That guy, right? Joke's on him. We don't even have a room. It's good to have land. Good to be a good boy on Sunday. Well, what have we here? Well, dry those tears there, little missy. Santa wouldn't forget you this Christmas. No, would he never. Just digging that stocking a little deeper there, man. That's right. genuine chaotic bladder. Grandpa, how did you know? Oh, a little birdie told me. What did he tell you? I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was anti-Semitic, so I told him to get out of my house. Did you get his wallet? Nah, son. I mean, daughter. That's not our way. We do God's deeds, and then we let the devil do the dirty work. Don't you worry. Ain't gonna let him get away. It's a hungry pig, isn't it? He's a hungry pig, ain't he?
Yeah, baby. You already know what time it is. You already know what song it is, so you know what we finna be doing, baby. Live in Manchester. That's right, because we be big pimpin', spin the cheese. Yeah, we be big pimpin' on BLADs. Yeah, we be big pimpin' down in DAT. It's just that jigger man, Pimp C and B-U-N-B. Baby, this big southern rap impresario. Coming straight about the black barrio. Makes a meal of my sorry ho. I say that I can beat my scenario. Oops, my bad, that's my scenario. No, I can't touch the scary ho.
Well, looks like it's about 8 o'clock. I think we'll, let's finish the word sesh down here, and then we'll take a break, ski, eh? It's the Vato Grato, yes. You supply the money and the pot, I'll supply the boy, and we'll split the winnings 50-50. McClunky. 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 Got a lot of good things on sale, stranger. Oh, what are you buying? What are you selling? Come back anytime. Where is my super suit?
Yeah, we be big pimpin' on BLADs, and we be big pimpin' down in PAT.
Where is my super suit? We're talking about the greater good. The only greater good you got is me. Oh, snap. Frozone just got iced. Duh, duh, duh. About to get downright bone chilling it up in here. I regret all the TV I've ever watched. With my last breath, I curse Zoidberg. Oh, this is straight up gonna get DMCA. This is not. Boy, that E is looking a little rough there. I might have to flush that back out with some line contour coming in to save the day. Yeah, I'm gonna try to find some a little bit better lighting. These lights are fun, but I definitely would like a stable, like, anchor light. I used to be a wimp, but now I'm a jerk, and everybody loves me. So harder now, wimp. How do you want 'em? Normal? Veiny? Or for the ladies, hairy? Dun 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 something, the Krabby Patty secret formula. The secret formula. Everybody remember that? Remember when we found out the secret formula? A cut to commercial. I was like, how do you bottle that though? What a businessman. No wonder he's selling them like hotcakes. He bottled pure advertisement. Or it's made out of his kid. I don't know. Whichever YouTuber rabbit hole theory I don't have time for. Hey, they were based on the 7 deadly sins, though. That was actually confirmed. I think that's pretty cool. I love when little things like that are confirmed. It's funny because it literally makes like all those other, like the TV show ARG creepypasta lost episodes, stupid things like all those hyper realistic blood when the character died. in the show and it wasn't supposed to happen. Like, that definitely blows all those out of the water. Faux show. That's why I hate possession movies. I think they're so boring. I'm sorry. Everybody's got their cup of tea. Love horror movies. Not the biggest fan of slashers. I don't know why. Like, I just don't find them entertaining. Unless it's like, I don't know, I guess there was like a couple Jasons where like the kills are really funny. Yeah, like if they're very interesting, like Terrifier. Terrifier is good because it's a fresh take. I like the mime aspect of the main character. And yeah, I love the slapstick. You know, stupidity of it kind of mixed with the morbid humor, the morbid task. But, yeah, like serious slashers or like, I don't know, like any of those where it just feels like it's winning because the writer wants it to. But that's how I feel about anything that has to do with ritual, like, unless it's like, okay, like Hereditary was good because it dealt with like some demons that we didn't get the full explanation of. But anytime they spell it out, especially if it's in, I'm sorry, but a Christian-based poltergeist or whatever, like it just is like, it's, you know what's gonna happen, like, or one of a few stupid twists are gonna come in, but like you basically have a instruction booklet for how to beat it. You bring in the priest, and when that doesn't work, you pray harder, or you bring in a bigger priest. And I don't know, like, yeah, like the whole, like, the demon being banished by a guy fucking, get on the pasture out, is the most anticlimactic ending to any. It either ends like that, or it ends with everyone dying. I can't. I just find them so, like, you just make up your own rules to whatever, like, I don't know. Or like, yeah, it's kind of the same thing as like when a certain somebody doesn't know what the explanation of something is, so a certain higher deity must be responsible for it, unquestionably, without any evidence or anything else. I feel like that's pretty much just the same. Just let all thought process go right out the window and just accept the easiest answer closest at hand. It's really, it's avoiding critical thinking is what I feel like, but it's that's something you can find in anybody and any asset. So who am I to say? I do nothing but think critically. Yes, sir. Anyway, yeah, that was supposed to be like pretty much the end of the live stream for now. We're gonna take a break. Try not to mess with this at all in the meantime, and we will return. And I do appreciate all the love. Bye.